What's going, y'all? Daryl here from Last Outdoorsman, just picking up my bow for the first time since hunting season, and just had some time to get out and shoot. So that's what I'm going to do today. This is the time in the springtime. You got turkey season coming up in the next, say, five to 6 weeks. Here it is, first week of March. So you definitely, if you're gonna be bow hunting, this is the time to be practicing now. You don't want to be practicing a week or two before, because as you know, your kill shot. If you really want to drop turkey right there, you want to cut his head off. So if you're aiming for the head, and that turkey's out there at 50 yards, this place you need to practice. So that's what we're going to do today. Go up here and move the target. So I'm going to start off at 20 yards. And set here. And I always like to shoot the same condition I'm going to be hunting in. So I usually like to take my quiver off when I get set up. So I take my quiver off. And when I'm getting set, I like to make sure everything's properly set. Look at everything, because you pull it out the case, you never know, especially if you picked up in a long time. Definitely want to look at your strings, make sure they're good and waxed and whatnot. Turn the camera on here. It's good to go. Alright, so I like to be, shoulder length apart, right in line with my target. I like to balance the bow. Pulling back 65 pounds. Relax, get your breathing straight. Why? When you're shooting, you want to be very relaxed. You want to relax your face muscle, relax your arm muscle, relax your your back muscles. You just want to be very relaxed and very still, because when you shoot, your bow ought to just rock like that. And that's followed through your shot. And when you're relaxed, once you shoot, your arrow, if it's correct yardage, should go exactly where your eye is looking at when you're looking through your sight. It should just meet up where your eyes looking. It's good. Retrieve the arrow. Aim here first, second, and third. Shots were a little high, but not too bad for first time practice in, I guess it's either November or October. The one thing I've figured out over the years is that the more you practice at 20 yards, the better you will be at longer yardage. The reason to be in is consistency. It's kind of like weight training. Weight training, people like to max out when you weight, but you get better at it if you do more reps. The more reps you do, the better you'll be at longer yardages. So when I'm practicing, I usually practice between 20 and 25 yards. And then for the longer shots, I might practice, not as much. Just because at 20 and 25 yards, that's typically where your most shots going to be. My farthest shot ever with an arrow on a deer was at 30 yards. And it made a nice double lung shot. It was nice. It was just very comfortable with it. It wasn't hard. I was just so used to it. But as I said, you know, if you practice at 20, 25 yards, you're going to be and you consistently get better at it, and you're consistent with your shot, precise and very accurate. Precision, actually, that's the main thing about it. Being able to be accurate with your shot is being able to place it on that target, but precision is being able to put it right on that target over and over and over again. And that comes with consistency. And once you be able to get to doing that, and I mean, putting several targets out, I have a block target and I spray painted circles all around the target. And if I'm able to hit every spot on there at 20 yards and a one shot, one set of shots, then I know at 50 yards, there's not going to be no problem. Because if you're that precise, that means when you're holding your bow and you're back at it, you're able to be so still and your form is set just right that when you get to 50 yards, you're going to be just as still and your shot's not going to be that hard at all. Come here, boy. Come here. My dog, he's trying to figure out what I'm doing. He saw me pull out my bow, and I walked out the house. He seen my bow. He got all excited and whatnot. Thought I was going hunting. He ought to see him when he see me in my camo. He get real excited. Some people like to get up in their tree stand and practice shooting. I do that sometimes, but I found that to be very tiring after a while. And so what I do, we live in where I hunt is very hilly terrain, and I'm able to practice shooting there. So what I do is I place my target at the bottom of the hill, and I'll shoot. I mean, sometimes it's a 30, 40 foot drop off. So I mean, it gives you a very practical shot, you know, as you would be up in a tree. Good shot. So typically when I'm shooting, I try to float my pin on what my target is. Aim small, miss small. Look at my arrow.
Thanks for watching, y'all.